In Squirrel, we manipulate and move data around in the spreadsheet by interacting with our visual components. There are times, however, when you may wish to indirectly move data. Now, if you come from an Excelsius background, you may have achieved this with a drop-down component hidden beneath layers of other components to hide and block interaction. There is an easier way. In Squirrel, we have provided the data mover. The data mover is a non-visual component or function. Data mover can be found in the functions drawer below components. Let's take a look at how it works. Data mover has 4 insertion types. They are row, column, filtered rows and block, with each type having its own mechanism to trigger the movement of data. With row insertion, we bind the source property to some data in the spreadsheet, then the destination to an empty row of cells. Finally, we bind the row index property, which is the trigger for this insertion type. Now, when we insert a value into the index property, data mover finds the matching row index and moves the row to the destination cells. Column insertion works in the same way, although destination is a column of cells and the index we're passing in is a column index. With filtered row insertion, first we bind the source property to data in the spreadsheet, then the destination, allowing enough rows to accommodate the filtered selection. Next, we select the column that we wish to filter, and finally we bind the filter label, which is the trigger for this insertion type. Now, when a label is inserted, data mover finds the matching rows and moves them to the destination area. Last but not least, we have block insertion. As before, we bind the source, then the destination. The destination should be the same number of rows and columns as the source, as we are moving the entire block of data. The trigger for this insertion type consists of 2 parts. First, the status, which can be set to some text or a number of your choosing, and then the value property. Block insertion triggers when the status property is equal to the value property. At this point, data mover will move the entire block to the destination area. One example where block insertion can be particularly useful is to reduce multiple V or H lookups in your spreadsheet to achieve the same effect. Another is to promote component reuse. For instance, instead of binding multiple charts to multiple areas in the spreadsheet and hiding and showing those charts, you could bind a single chart to a single area and use block insertion to replace the chart data as and when needed. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe for more tips and how-tos from the Squirrel team. Please also check out the description below for links to the Squirrel file used in this video and where you can get your hands on a free 30-day trial of Squirrel. Thanks for watching.